So I'm coming across a lot of young adults who have not built credit that much, think that buy now, pay later is the best option. What do you think, Katya?
It's actually not. If you do the numbers and run through what it is that we're being charged and what we're paying back, it is such a loss for us as consumers. Now, you mentioned young consumers. We don't we're new to the business world. We're new to credit cards, debt, and we don't have a lot of history established. So diminishes the chances of us getting approved for a traditional loan. So
Correct.
sometimes that's the option that we have, right? These buy here, pay here later um, loans where the interest rate is ridiculously high, and what we think we're saving on, we're actually not.
So, what's another strategy? I mean, I need a car. I need one because I'm starting at a university, right? I need to be able to drive somewhere. What should I be thinking about now, knowing that I need a car in the near future?
Start establishing trade lines. Get yourself a credit card or get yourself a secured credit card so that you start that process of building history for yourself so that when the time is right and you do have to purchase, you have some history on the report.
But don't I have to be 18 in order to start building credit?
No, not necessarily. So we can establish trade lines as early as 16. We can also become authorized users on maybe our parents' account, where if they've had a line of credit with significant years of payment history, we can get added to those accounts so that it just starts building that cadence of positive payments on our credit report.
So you're saying I could start building credit as early as 16. Will a credit card company give me a credit card at that age?
Typically, you need to have a guarantor, like a parent or a co-signer, but yes, you can start establishing credit cards.
And by doing that, by the time I need to be able to purchase a car, I should then have a credit score, which will allow me to go to a normal dealer and buy potentially a new car versus an older car
Hmm.
that might have some trouble with it. And you're paying extravagant, like these numbers of interest rates are crazy.
Yeah, the interest rate can vary so much. You can go purchase a new car with good credit, low interest rate, single digits um, interest rate versus 20, 30% interest rate at these types of dealerships.
So the best strategy is one, start building credit now if you don't have
Hmm.
credit, right? If you can't get credit on your own, speak to a parent or someone that has already established credit and get your name signed up as an authorized user.
Correct. Uh-huh.
And then the third option,
Third option, secure a cosigner. If you don't have credit, if we're going to be credit invisible when we're trying to get a car, know that they're probably going to need someone that's going to be able to collect funds from in case we can't make a payment.
and then start exploring, right? I mean, shouldn't they, at the age even of 17, 18, start talking about or looking at different websites and seeing what options they might have?
Absolutely. Credit is so important and it impacts everyone. The sooner we learn, and unfortunately, there's not a lot of information in schools that are going to teach us this. So we have to do our due diligence on our own, but always be mindful of what's the source, right? There's so much information out there with the internet, with social media. As young adults, we want to make sure that we're getting the information from the correct source so that we're not misguiding ourselves to go down a path that we shouldn't.
And I mean, even looking at numbers, I mean, I always like to go to bankrate.com or any calculator that would allow me to better understand what my payment should be versus, just going into a dealer and saying what you could potentially afford.
Yeah. Do We have to do our homework. We have to go in educated with what we can afford and what we should be paying, because sometimes the way that the information can be spun to us is that it looks great, right? We have a very low monthly payment, but we have years and years with this loan, whereas traditional loans, it's a shorter term, a little bit higher monthly payments, but at the end of the day, we're not paying as much in interest as with these buy here, pay here's.
Now, I'd love to hear some stories. So if anyone watching has some stories that you could share about going to a buy here, pay later or pay, whatever their payment strategies are, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to explore even the documents that you might have, review them with you to pinpoint the key places that we as consumers are not aware of, and really talk about some of the challenges by going to these places and what might be some other options.